Okay, scope. Scope is not a limitation, okay, because it's a boundary. Okay, example so that we understand the scope. Let's take a pizza example. In pizza, you have the raw material for pizza. You manufacture the pizza, and then from the packed box, you deliver the pizza to Mr. Victor's house, okay, Victor Phillips' house, because Victor likes pizza. Victor and Kasana likes pizza, okay. Now, suppose the problem statement is, I ordered, they promised me to give in 30 minutes, but they are taking more than 1 hour to deliver, okay. So what is the scope of this problem statement? What is the scope? From which process to which process would you take as a scope? How do you define the boundaries? The time it leaves the pizza shop to Victor's house. Before even selection of the project, you need to see how much is the manufacturing lead time, how much is the person who is carrying the pizza, find out where it is taking more time than the standard, and then do the scoping there and do the improvements. Suppose the person who is carrying the pizza is me, Mr. Murali, okay? And then my driving time is only 10 minutes. But the person who is actually giving the pizza, he is supposed to make it in 10 minutes so that I can deliver within 20 minutes. If he gives to me in 10 minutes, I can deliver in 10 minutes. Totally 20 minutes I can deliver. But if he takes a long time and takes 30 minutes, okay, and I'm not able to meet the customer, even though I drive in 10 minutes and reach them, I'm not able to deliver because of the manufacturing, then the scope is from the kitchen to packing. Suppose he delivers in 10 minutes, my bike is not okay, or my vehicle is not okay, okay, it has a problem every time that I start the bike, then the scope becomes the same. So scope is the place where you want to do improvement. The start and end points of the process the team is improving in your invoicing, in your recruitment process. Okay. For example, if I'm the production manager, I give a requirement for taking a supervisor. First I get the approval from my boss. The boss says okay. Then I give the requirement to job description to the HR person. The HR person actually gives it to the vendor, and the vendor actually picks up the resume and gives it back to the concerned team for selection. The biodata is finalized, and then they go through initial screening. After that, they go through some tests. After that, they go through some interviews, and then the offer letter is given. And after that, there is some time for join. Now, if we are saying that the whole recruitment process is taking a long time, if the person has to join within 2 months or 3 months, we need to see in which portion of it is taking a longer time than usual. Suppose if a lot of things is going on between me and the HR person in terms of clarifying the requirements, and there a lot of time is wasted, and the scope becomes from me giving the requirements to the HR person. Suppose if it takes a lot of time in screening, then the scope becomes different. Suppose if a lot of issues come during conducting of the examination, screening examination, or the interviews, if a lot of time is taken there, then the scope is different. Okay, so the starting and ending point of the process which you're going to improve should be crystal clear. If this is just given one recruitment example, you can give example in any areas. Even if you take IT industry, the scope can be from the backlog requirements to the coding requirements to the testing requirements to the sprint delivery requirements, and so on and so forth. So scope clarifies what is within the team's area of influence and what is outside the area.